Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now, one of the videos I did for my guilty pleasures was where I compiled a CD of guilty pleasures. Now, I've always wanted to do this video where I compile a CD or a double LP of some of my favourite glam rock songs. However, I've always got a problem with it. I've always put it off, and the reason being is, do I not include Gary Glitter? Now, I absolutely love Gary Glitter singles, I really do, but I cannot stand the band. I am not a revisionist. I don't revise history. I understand he's really important when it comes to glam rock, and I am not a proponent of cancel culture. In fact, I can't stand that. However, with Gary Glitter it seems to be something different, because he's a convicted paedophile, if you're not aware, in the US if you're watching this, and it's very difficult to make a video with a Gary Glitter song on it. However, what I'm going to do is I've created a 22 track CD or double LP. I will mention one Gary Glitter song that I'm including. By the way, there's about 5 artists who've got 2 songs in this. But I will also mention an alternative, or actually 2 alternatives whenever I come to it. So, I love glam rock. That's what I grew up with. That's the first music I ever heard. In 1973 I was 7 years old, and I remember seeing all these acts on Top of the Pops. I absolutely loved it, and I still do love it. And if you ask me what's my favourite genre, I'll probably say glam rock. But this is not the glam of the 80s, the hair bands or anything like this. This is the 70s glam rock in the UK. Now, glam rock really started in 1971 when in Top of the Pops the makeup assistant put a little bit of glitter under Mark Bolan's eye, and then it just went crazy. But it lasted till about early 74. So from 71 to 74 are really the glam rock years, but I'm concentrating on just 2 years, 72 and 73, whenever glam rock was really at its height. So my 22 track CD, I'll show mostly greatest hits LPs. I have to show one single, and not all these are actually glam rock, but they're close enough, so they are, and they all came from 72 and 73. So the CD would start off with The Sweet and Ballroom Blitz, a #2 hit in 1973. It starts off, because of the intro, "Are you ready, Steve? Andy, yeah, Mick, okay, alright fellas, let's go." Brilliant song, and it was actually used in Wayne's World as well, I think. Wasn't it Wayne's World? Yeah, so a big hit in America too. So that gets my opener for the album. The next one is #2 is Susie Quatro and from Detroit and 48 Crash. Absolutely fantastic single, really good guitar driven song, #3 in the charts in 1973. Absolutely brilliant. And then comes David Bowie at #3 with Starman, and this is his Changes Bowie album from 1990. I couldn't show in Changes 1 Bowie as first greatest hits, because it wasn't really a greatest hits. Well, it was, but there was an awful lot of hits missed out. But this Starman is on this, not on the CD version, but on the LP version. And this is the one where he was on Top of the Pops. He put his arm around Mick Ronson, and people watching the TV were shocked, and all the kids loved it, and that's what elevated him to stardom. So Bowie's Starman is the 3rd track. 4th track, that was a #10 hit in 72. 4th track, a #1 hit in 72 for TRex, and it's Metal Guru, and it's probably their most glam sounding song. So it gets in, it's about 2 minutes and 5 seconds of just sheer brilliance. Absolutely brilliant riff as well, catchy as hell. So it gets the 4th track. 5th track, and we go to Mop the Hoople, and I'm giving it to Honoluchi Boogie, a #12 hit in 1973, which I was bought by my uncle as a present. I remember it vividly as well. Always loved it. Great song, piano led, and plenty of guitars as well. Very catchy, and it's my #5. The 6th track is from Slade, and it is Come On Feel the Noise with the Baby 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 opening. Absolutely brilliant. Naughty's voice is in fine fettle on this song, and this went straight in at #1, and quite rightly so, and a huge hit for the guys. So Slade gets #6 for Come On Feel the Noise. And #7, and not really a glam rock band, but this is their most glam single, and it's Mud, and it's dynamite, and it's got a really good guitar riff to this as well. This is a Chin Chapman song. It was offered to the Sweet, but they didn't take it. They gave it to Mud, who came off 2 decent hit singles with Crazy and Hypnosis, but this transformed them, and then they went really sort of rock and roll with Tiger Feet in '74, but this came out in '73 and was a #4 hit for them, and it's brilliant. And #8, and from 1973, and it's Wizard and See My Baby Jive, a #1 hit. Absolutely love it. Everything on this, including the kitchen sink, absolutely brilliant song. And they had another #1 that year as well with Angel Fingers, but I'm only including the one. It's actually quite long. It's about 4.5 minutes long, which is quite a bit for a glam rock song. A #9 and a #6 hit, and it's Alice Cooper and Hello Hooray, and this is my favourite Alice Cooper track. He had a #1 over here with School's Out, and then big hits with No More Mr. Nice Guy and Elected and Teenage Lament '74. But from '73, #6, Hello Hooray, love it. 10th track, and it's Elton John, and yes, Elton John, this glam rock artist, sure he is the most flamboyant of the lot, and I'm giving it to Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting, which is a fantastic rocker. It got to #7 in the charts in 1973. It was the first single from Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and it is his most glam single, so it gets #10 on my list. #11, and this just gets it in no more because it was released near the end of '73, and it's My Cuckoo by Alvin Stardust, which got to #2 in '74, but it did chart in '73, so it's allowed. Yeah, so this is Alvin Wore the Leather, a bit like Susie Quatro, and the song was written by Peter Shelley, the guy that did Love Me, Love My Dog, something crap like that. But yeah, absolutely loved it. I loved it at the time as well, and so it definitely gets in at #11. And #12, the most arty probably of the lot, and it's Roxy Music, and it's Virginia Plain, and this is a #4 hit from 1972, but it is magnificent. If you look at the inside cover of the first album, they are all glammed up. It's really from the second album onwards that Brian Ferry decided to start wearing suits, but the rest of the band were still glam for a year or so. But this is absolutely fantastic song, and deservedly is one of the best ever glam rock singles. Now at #13, I'm putting in a chicory track. Now it's not Son of Your Father. I prefer What's Your Name, which is also on this album, Son of My Father. So it's not Son of Your Father, Son of My Father. There's an Elton John song very similarly titled, but yeah, I do like both songs, but I actually prefer What's Your Name, and it's full of Georgie or Moroder keyboards, and it's very good. And these guys really glammed it up as well whenever they were performing on Top of the Pops. So that's the 13th track. Okay, at #14, and we're going back to David Bowie again, and this time I have to show Aladdin Sane because the track is Driving Saturday, a #3 hit in 1973. Fantastic version of it on the Russell Harty Show, and he's really flamboyant looking with his dress sense and that, very glammed up. But it's a fantastic song. It goes back almost like to 50s rock and roll, and it's probably, along with Gene Genie, it's the first couple of songs I heard from him, and then I bought Life on Mars when I was 7. So Driving Saturday, brilliant song, #3 in '73, it's #14. At #15, and I'm giving it to Vicious, Not Walk on the Wild Side. I think Vicious got a more glammy sound to it. It was a single with the B-side Satellite of Love, but it didn't chart. But it's from this magnificent LP Transformer, released in '72, so it gets in at #15. At #16, and I'm going to give it to these guys, and it is Jordy, and this song is All Because of You with Brian Johnson on lead vocals, who obviously went on to be part of AC/DC. I love this. I loved this single since it was out. It's a really good rocker. It's a bit like Slade, but maybe a little bit heavier, but really catchy, and it gets on my Glam Rock CD. Okay, number 17 is where I would have put Gary Glitter, and I would put I Love You Love Me Love, because I loved that song whenever I was a kid. But I could substitute it with Joan Jett doing it on her album Glorious Results of a Misspent Youth, which is really, really good. But I've decided to put this on instead, and it's Mungo Jerry, and it's Alright, 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 which I think is a really good glammy song as well. So whichever one. As I say, I do not want to revise history, but I can't put them on. Okay, number 18, and we go back to TRex again, and it is the fantastic 20th Century Boy, which was a number 3 hit in 1973, and then it got to number, I think, 13 again in 1991 after the Jeans ad. But this is one of the best riffs you'll ever hear, and I had to get on my CD. And at number 19, and we go back to Slade again, and it's my favourite Slade single, and it's Goodbye to Jane, a number 2 hit at the end of 72, start of 73. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I love the drums at the start of this, and the hand claps and everything, the foot stomps. Really great song, and there's a fantastic live version from about 1981-82 on YouTube, and you should see Jim Lee. He just goes crazy with it. Brilliant song, and definitely gets on my list. And at number 20, I'm going back to the Sweet again, and this time it's my favourite Sweet single, and it's Hellraiser. I was close to be putting Blockbuster on, but I do prefer Hellraiser, and this is a really heavy song. Got to number 2 in 73, but definitely deserves to be on my CD. And 2 more to go, and we have the third Bowie track really, and it's All the Young Dudes from Mott the Hoople. This is number 21. It got to number 3 in the charts, and it's what saved Mott's career really, because they were about to split up, and Bowie offered them Suffragette City. They didn't want it, and in fact they held out to get All the Young Dudes, which was great. Then Bowie offered them Driving Saturday as a follow-up, which they refused, and he was a bit pissed off about it. I'm glad they refused, otherwise I wouldn't have had the Bowie version. So yeah, fantastic song, All the Young Dudes, and probably, you know, whenever you think of glam rock you think of this song, so excellent, and it definitely gets on. Then to finish off, I'm actually, and to fit on a CD, I'm going to include a DJ edit of this song, because the song is quite long, but I do have a DJ edit of it, and it's Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel, and it slows everything down with Sebastian. Now Sebastian is a fantastic song, but it's about nearly 5-6 minutes long. However, the DJ edit is about 3:40, and I really like it as well. I know it's sacrilege to cut this song in half, but it's done really, really well, and so to get on my CD it'll be the DJ edit of the song. So Sebastian finishes off the CD. Okay, I enjoyed that. That's my type of music. I've always wanted to do this video. Still in 2 minds about Gary Glitter, but there's nothing I can do about that. So anyway, that's me for now on this absolutely blistering hot day, which I cannot stand. It's killing me, so it is, but hopefully the weather gets a little bit cooler soon. Right, that's me. All the best now. Bye bye.